Hi friends, welcome back. This is Whitney with Faith, Trust, and Christ. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. If you have found our channel, thank you so much for watching. Here we like to talk about a lot of Disney content. I like to take you on my travels. We just have a good time here and I hope you stick around. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But today we are going to go into a Pop Century resort review. So let's talk about Disney resorts. I do have a Disney resorts video and I will have that linked for you at the end, but Disney does offer 3 different categories for the resorts. There's deluxe, the most expensive, moderate, the middle of the road, as well as the value, the cheapest of the resorts. And Pop Century is one of those cheaper resorts, but you're gonna get some good bang for your buck. It's a great resort. 1, it's renovated. 2, the transportation options, as well as the price. So let's talk about the pros at staying at Pop Century. My family's most favorite and #1 about staying there is the Skyliner. It is a second transportation option. It is really nice to have that. The Skyliner is like a skylift and that takes you to 2 different parks, Hollywood Studios and Epcot. And there are quite a few resorts where you can go and just ride the Skyliner or use it for transportation. I thoroughly suggest taking a day, either doing a resort day at Pop Century or even riding the Skyliner on over to the other resorts and exploring, getting some coffee, make a lunch or dinner reservation. It's really fun just to see what other resorts are on the Skyliner route. So one tip that I would like to share with you guys, that when I am looking at resorts to stay at Disney, I choose a resort that typically has at least 2 or more transportation options. This is very helpful in the mornings trying to get to the park you're going to. It's very nice to have different options for your family. Maybe some will take the bus and it kind of just splits the crowds up. It's just really nice to have that extra option for you and your family. Rooms at Pop Century. So for starters, they are newly renovated. They have faux wooden floors and the rooms are kind of small, but they do have the Murphy beds that fold up into the wall. That way you can have a little more space for you and your family, as well as they have beverage coolers. Now, I will say these are not refrigerators. I would not recommend putting any dairy products in there because they will go bad. As well as they have, of course, the iron and ironing board, as well as an in-room safe and a Keurig with your Joffrey's coffee. So some pros for you as a family. There is a playground and then there's also other areas for you to let your little ones go play, go have a great time in between the buildings. Like I was saying earlier, go explore Pop Century. We had a blast just walking around and seeing all the different theming options, as well as there's a couple of different game areas where my kiddos had a great time playing, as well as they have 3 different pools, and the main pool, the largest one, is right out behind the lobby closest to the Skyliner. So another great activity for you and your family is the s'mores or movies on the lawn or movies under the stars. They will have signs near the lobby telling you the times or even the days. I think it just depends on the staffing that they do have at Pop Century and other Disney resorts. So another benefit for staying on property or at Pop Century is the 30 minutes of early entry to the parks. This is only on property guests that are allowed to have this 30 minutes. It's a benefit, great benefit that Disney does give, and I highly suggest using it. I will say, don't bank on that 30 minutes. Go 40 to 50 minutes before that 30-minute mark, just so that you can get through the turnstiles, you can be at rope drop, you are ready to go. That way you can have a little more extra time and you will be right at the front of the line, ready to rope drop. Another pro and one of the main reasons that families stay here is the price that the Pop Century offers. Disney does offer a pretty good price for their value resorts, but still do not pay full price. If you are going straight through Disney or going through a Disney travel agent, please ask them for their promos or their specials. Sometimes they won't tell you about them. Please ask. You can still get a good deal if you ask them. Sometimes they don't offer it and sometimes they do. But I will say Costco Travel always has a great deal on their value resorts. And with their value resorts, you can get your park tickets included. You can also add airline tickets or a car rental if you need that as well. And if you need more tips on how to save money on resorts, please check out my resorts video. I do kind of share my little tidbits and secrets with you guys on how we save money by going to Disney and getting our park tickets. Just go check that out. Let's talk about the cons of staying at Pop Century. And some of these cons you may not agree with, and that's okay, but these are the cons for me and my family. So for starters, the small rooms. If you have 4 people in those rooms, it's tight. Even with me and my husband and my 2 little ones, it just didn't feel like there was enough room for us, especially because we had my daughter's playpen in there. Maybe since she's out of the playpen now, we would have a little more room, but it still felt a little bit cramped. I also want to say with that, they do offer like playpens or cribs for free. Just call down to the front desk and they will be happy to bring that up for you and your family. So the rooms at Pop Century, the walls are pretty thin. So I highly suggest taking a sound machine to help with that or downloading an app on your phone. It's really nice to have those, but we still heard some people going to and fro out their doors, as well as some of the neighbors' TV. Just bring a sound machine and that will help you and your family sleep a little bit better. One thing about the rooms that I do wish that Pop Century offered was the family suites, like All-Star Music or Art of Animation. That is a huge pro for larger families. I do think that you can get like the adjoining rooms, which is still really nice, but having those suites is very nice to have, especially when you have a large party. I do want to say with those small rooms, it might not matter to you and your family, especially if you are a park heavy family. Your days are full at the parks. You go from rope drop to park close. Pop Century might be perfect for you and your family. If you do like resorts and like to have that space in your rooms, Pop Century may not be the one for you. Another con is it's a really large resort. They do offer 3 different categories for choosing your rooms. There's the preferred, the standard view, and the pool view. If I was you, I would choose the preferred view near the Skyliner or near the lobby, just so you don't have to do a ton of walking, because when you come back from the parks, you're gonna be exhausted and you're not really going to want to just walk all the way across your resort just to get to your room. Another thing to go with the large resort is, since it's a large resort, there's gonna be a lot of families, a lot of people. It's gonna get crowded. The transportation in the mornings and at night, it's gonna be a lot of people. So just be aware of that. Have that in your mindset when you are staying there. For you to be aware of is there is only 1 quick service and 1 merchandise store, and this 1 quick service is like a cafeteria style. You can find anything and everything. The food is nothing to write home about. There are a couple of desserts that are great. They do have your Mickey waffles, which is amazing, but I wouldn't rank it as like the best food on Disney property. Is Disney's Pop Century worth their price? We think so as a family. I've also talked to other family members and friends, and they absolutely agree with me. For the Disney value price, we say yes. Don't forget, you can get those promos and specials, as well as go through Costco Travel for an even better deal. But for the price, we absolutely think so. So I am sure you are thinking, would Whitney stay here again with her family? Absolutely, yes. Yes, the rooms are a little small for us, but honestly, for the price, as well as having that second transportation option to the Skyliners and the theming, you guys, I definitely would stay here again. So would we or would we not recommend this to most families? And I do have to say, yes, we would recommend it to most families. If you are a larger family of more than 4 or 5 kids, I would get adjoining rooms or hop on over to All Star Music or Art of Animation for those family suites. But I will say Pop Century is really nice. I do recommend it for you and your family. So that's gonna be it for our Pop Century Resort review. Let me know in the comments if you have ever stayed here. What are your thoughts on Pop Century? I'd like to know that. If you don't mind, please like and subscribe. Subscribing is free. It does help our channel out if you like, subscribe, comment, or even share with a family member or friend. We truly appreciate you and your families. We hope you have a blessed day, and we will see you real soon.